Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Auburn Tigers offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Pressure coming. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The thing that worked is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And, Reese, you see...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
Strips his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Duke's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But
taking a shot on the first play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. Still. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Coming Auburn. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gives it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. To the air, it's Simmons. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurate. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This junior making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Now facing a third and long. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Black.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to pass, it's Nelson. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of it. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think of
turning it on! And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall onto the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
To the air, it's Nelson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. Sails one into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll take another shot here. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, man.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the air, it's Nelson. Caught over the middle, it's Stewart. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. After 40, there he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 2nd down coming up. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Tyler. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They've got the screen set up. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Flips it out on the screen. Makes a man miss. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. While that 1st half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gunback has it. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defenses come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They boot it away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads it downfield. Got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That's caught. It's Black.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside.
He's going to fire deep. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Right on the money. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Pulls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, and complementary football.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Runs through the tackle. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Boley. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. make the catch. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year of college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Quickly out to the tight end.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team.